Hello viewers and welcome to another session of Architectural Plan. In the last session, we saw how an architectural plan is initiated, that is, by creating appropriate layers. Now in this session, we will see how axes of an architectural plan are created. For this, axis layer needs to be selected. As I mentioned before, the line type was not selected earlier. So we will have to give an appropriate line type. And in most of the cases, a center line is recommended to draw axes. Well, axes are some reference lines. So that specific layer could be turned off later on if it is not required. Now from draw panel, a line will be drawn and then it would be copied to create multiple copies. This same process could have been done using the offset command. If you have gone through my course of Beginner's Guide to Autodesk AutoCAD, you must know how a line can be created and then offset at different values. At this specific point, I can see a mistake which is usually done by a beginner level student. This specific horizontal line has almost 2 to 3 lines within itself. So, the appropriate way and the more professional way was to simply create those 3 lines if it was so necessary, and then they needed to be joined. But instead, you can see first there was one line segment, then another, and then the last one was extended using the anchor points. So the final representation is fine, but the approach is not professional and appropriate. At this level, it might feel convenient, but in the long run, it could prove to be a hectic routine. So all this work could have been done by using an appropriate dimensioned and to the scale line segment, and then using offset command one time for the vertical lines and one time for the horizontal lines could have done the same. But still, I appreciate the effort of the student considering he is a beginner level student. Next, we have to give some circles in order to assign the names, which would be done in the later session. On these axes, usually we have names like A, B, C, D, the alphabets, and on the horizontal ones, we mostly use the numbers like 1, 2, 3. Here you can see the student is trying to use the mirror command in order to get exact replica of these circles. Since he is not confident about the exact middle point, it could have been done using the simple copy and paste command. As here we have copy and we will paste at the end of each horizontal line. Once we get all of them on the left side, we can either copy all of them together or mirror them if we are confident and know the exact midpoint, like this. So, this was all about the session. Here we have seen how we can create axes which are merely the vertical and horizontal lines at specific distances. These are for the reference in order to create the walls and windows for the future sessions. See you in the next session. Till then, take care.